guys, welcome back to my ASMR channel. Today I am doing a video showing you all of my tarot decks, and we are going to look through them and talk about them, and you can see all of the beautiful pictures and designs and intricate artwork. So these are the decks that I work with, and this video is not actually a reading. It's just checking out we're all just going to check out the decks, but even though it's not a reading, if I pull out the cards and I'm explaining them and they resonate with you, you can sort of use that if it works for you in your life. Okay, because, it might be a sign. But these are the decks that I use on a regular basis, and I thought it would be fun to get into them, so let's see what we have here. Okay, the first deck that we have is the Lightseers Tarot, and this one is the first deck that I ever got, and it is the deck that I learned how to read tarot on. So I studied all of these cards and all of the meanings and all of the pictures, and so this deck is really special to me, and I usually will start my readings with this deck before moving on to the others, okay? So at the bottom of the deck today we have the Knight of Wands. So this is a very fiery person, very energetic person, right? They know what they want. They're a leader, and even though they might not be exactly where they want to be quite yet, they're definitely determined to get there. A lot of power, okay, with the horse and all of these wands and the drummer. You could see a lot of creativity here as well. And then fire cards are fast moving, so if you see any type of fire card, it's going to be a fast moving card. So let's shuffle a little bit more and see what we can find. Okay, here we have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords could represent all of the things that you're leaving behind that don't serve you anymore. So all of your worries and maybe things that you did in the past, or ways you did things in the past that you're changing now. Anything that you want to leave behind and you want to move forward, that would be the Ten of Swords. Swords are also fast moving, okay? And then number 10 could mean something to some of you. So fire moves faster than the swords, but they're both fast. And when I say fast moving, I mean like in a time period, right? That's what I mean. That it's gonna happen in a faster time period. Let's pull out another card. You know what? I threw him back in and he still came out, so that is actually a sign for someone. So, King of Swords. So, as I was mentioning before, the Knight of Wands, he was like on his way, he or she. There's no gender. It's just masculine, feminine energy, or any energy that you resonate with. So I was mentioning the knight was on their way, but the King of Swords is already there. He's very intelligent. Again, knows what he wants. He's pretty much built his life, the way that he wants it. So, and then you can see everyone sort of hovering around him because they pretty much know he's right. So this person because, they know his power. So this person is very strong, and this could represent your strength and where you want to be. And that might be your goal, or you might be there already. Okay, we had a couple of other cards fly out, and you can pay attention to the graphics in these cards. When you're reading tarot, you can also pay attention to the numbers and the shapes, and you can also pay attention to the direction that the cards are looking in, right? So if this was laid out in this way, she's facing this way. And Page of Wands is someone who is on their way to create something new. They're very, they could be looked at as naive in a sense because they want to start a new business or want to start a new school or something like that. But they're not really naive. And if they are, it's going to kind of help them get to where they want to be, because they're not looking at everything with blinders on, they're just like going for it. So they're jumping into something creative, something new, with excitement, with energy. So again, it's a Wands card, so it's a fire card, fast moving, right? Jumping into something. And then it's like, because she's pointing this way, and the way that I'm holding the cards towards the Three of Cups, this is like a group of people, group effort. So this person might be jumping into something where they are going to have like a group effort going on. So that could be family, that could be friends, that could be coworkers, but it's something fun and enjoyable, something you do. Could be something you do creatively in your life for any particular reason. It could be work, or it could just be play. You might be joining a group, or sports, or something, just a creative endeavor that you want to do. Or maybe your friends said they want to go, to the beach and play volleyball one day or whatever, and you guys are starting to get into that, or tennis, or crafting, or just, a night out. But, yeah, so the cups are about love. So this is friendship, love, family. Could be sisters or brothers, siblings, anything like that. So there's a lot to see here. And then stars are like wishes, so it could be that this is, a wish come true. The bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man, number 12. And that is someone sort of thinking about what they're going to do next and feeling stuck, possibly. Okay, even though this isn't a reading, I think it's fun to see what was going to come next after that stuck feeling. And it's the Sun, my favorite card, number 19. And the Sun is happiness and all of your wishes and dreams sort of coming true, coming to that place where you always wanted them to be. So this stuck feeling would end, and you'd move on to number 19, the Sun, and you would be absolutely happy. Okay, it would be absolute happiness. You would be in love with your life, so that might mean something to somebody. Okay, this deck is called the Moonology Oracle. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries wanted to pop out. So, Aries energy, very strong leadership energy here. And it's going to be sort of the success of something that you were working on. So, maybe you were working really hard on something, and now it's approaching the end where you can relax because, it came true. And it is a success in your life. Okay, let's pull out another card. Also on the bottom, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. But let's pull out You are good enough. If you needed to hear that today and every day, just remember that. You're amazing and you are good enough. So that's a nice card. Okay, the next deck we have is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And I love this deck because of all the artwork. It's very beautiful. Gorgeous artwork on this one. And it's a very pleasant deck. It's very inspiring. And it's just pleasant, I think. Okay, so the first card that popped out is Protection. What a beautiful card. So this is a big, beautiful tree, and then there's like all this lightning and crazy sky and beautiful tall grasses. So this is protection, and that could be protection from above. It could be protection from ancestors or people in the spirit world. It could be friends, family. It could be protection from people still living that to pray for you or think about you all the time. And it's basically reminding you that you are protected. Let's see what else we can get. Alright, this is the Patience card. The big beautiful bird in the sun and the mountains behind it. Very nice coloring there. A nice choice of color. So, patience. If any of you need to take a break and breathe and slow down, then this is the card for you. So, if you're waiting for something to happen and it's taking a little bit longer than you would like, just breathe. And let's kind of just look at the deck in general. Focus. I love that snowy card. It's like a snowy leopard there. Illumination. Illumination. Community. With the butterflies and the rainbows. More rainbows and the miracles. Gorgeous miracles card. Look at that. That is stunning. Then we have Delight with the cute little bird. This card is always nice. Thriving. The giraffe and all the pink. Pink trees, pink sky, pink moon. Another pink card. Change. Leadership with the polar bear. I love polar bears. Wisdom. Blessings is cute too with that yellow bird. So there's a lot of beautiful cards in this deck. That's why I love it. So you can go through and check them out. Healing Chaos. Okay, so this reminds me of the tornado in the Mickey's Runaway Railway ride. If you guys have ever been on that ride in Toontown at Disneyland Anaheim, I just realized it reminds me of the tornado. It's a very cool part on that ride when you go into the dark and everything's spinning. So this is Healing Chaos. I wonder if that person that designed that ride owns this deck. It'd be so funny. Okay, so yeah, Healing Chaos. Anything chaotic going on, the butterflies are going to come save you. Okay, moving on to the Angel Answers Tarot. This one is pretty straight to the point with the timelines and directions of what to do. Okay, let's look through this one. First we'll pick one and then we'll look through. Ooh, Abundance. What a lovely card. So, abundance is coming to you. That's what that means. Look at all the gold and the big wings. All the feathers. Very pretty. Okay, let's just kind of look through. Forgiveness. There's a lot of no yes cards. Big happy changes. Remain positive. Be assertive. Romance. Look for a sign. Yes, big fat protection. Yes, listen to your intuition. So there's a lot of different things in this one. It's a very small deck, but it's just super cute, so that's why I bought it. And then around the decks, I've just laid out some of my stones and some charms that I use. I have other charms, but these are the letter charms, so I just sort of put those out for you guys to see. I thought it was a nice little touch. Alright, this middle deck is a deck that I created, and I had never named it, but I thought I should name it when I was making this video, because I'm explaining all the decks. So I have named it Things I Never Said, and I thought that was a pretty good name. So this is just a deck that I created, that I made one day, because one day I just got like a download of, I don't know, information and thoughts and things, and I was like, oh, I better write this down, and I did. And I turned them into this deck. I guess you would call it an oracle deck. Because the tarot decks are the ones that you start with usually, and then the oracles are like just kind of straight to the point, more fun cards that help you along the way. So the oracles are not always, they don't have as much info as the tarot decks. They're kind of just a help, a little boost for the reading. Okay, so let's check out this deck. And some of these have like coffee stains on them. I have to remake them, but just excuse that part. I don't know if it's coffee or water. I want to make you breakfast in bed. I want to take the next step with you. I fell in love with your smile the first time we met. So, I haven't sold this deck or anything like that, but I will probably get to that one day. Alright, the next deck is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So, this is a fun one. A lot of work was put into all of these decks, and this is definitely one of those. Loyal Heart, number 35, the two owls and the crowns. Time to go. Some of these are upside down. Number 45. Time to move on to the next step. Imagine, I like this card, and it's very pretty. Number 20. All that glitters, number 16. On the bottom of the deck, number 26, Happy Happy. That's a pretty card. So you can see all the other cards in this deck. Very pretty. So if you look Magician, number 1. Ten of Pentacles, about family. This is about creativity. Mystery. This is about family. Sort of the end game, the goal. Strength. This is Leo energy. With the lions, you know. That's how you know. There's like a heart necklace, really cute. Number 8, strength. And like a little lamb, because there's like 2 sides, right? The High Priestess, number 2. King of Cups. Cups, emotions, love. Wands, fire. Again, cups, emotions. The Chariot, number 7. It's so fun. This deck is a little more detailed. And again, you can use it in any reading. Oh, we got a flyer already. We'll look at that. Okay, let's look at the flyer. Communicating their feelings comes easy for them. So this deck I use at the end to sort of figure out who we're talking about, right? What are their characteristics? That lets you know that that's the person that we're talking about. So it could be any reading again. Communicating their feelings comes easy for them. So it's like, do you know that person? Has been in your proximity at least once in the last 6 months. So it's somebody you know, let's say. Makes something valuable with their own hands. So this is a crafty person, let's say, you know, you're gonna know who that is. Your first kiss will be within 1 year from now, so could be someone you met. Could be a friend that turns into a lover. Has an unusual hair feature. That reminds me of Polly D from Jersey Shore. Has an imperfection in their speech, so, you know, you definitely would know who that is. So has dark hair, noticeable facial features. Your first date will be within 5 days of a full moon. Comes from overseas. Is a fire sun sign. This person called you the other night. These are really cool, so I really love this deck. I have my 2 wands here as well. I don't know if they were in the frame, but this is kind of what I use when I'm filming a reading as well. I think they're super cute. I think my mom gave me this one, and one of my best friends gave me this one. Okay, let's move on to the Cosmo Tarot deck. I bet y'all didn't know Cosmo had a deck, but hey, they do. Cosmopolitan. I got this because I usually have a subscription to the magazine, and I saw that they had this deck, and I was like, I am gonna get it. Alright, this is what the deck looks like. Very pretty with all the stars. We're all stargazers, so that's nice. Alright, and this is a tarot deck. So this is not an oracle deck. So this will be, you know, the deck you might start with. And we'll give you a little bit more information. So we have the Magician again, as we saw in the other deck. We saw that here in the Lightseers Tarot. So the Magician here has a moon, diamonds, a hand, stars, a cloud. Again, the Magician is very magical and creative, sort of mystery, a lot of mystery going on, but very creative. Could be, you know, putting together something new. Four of Pentacles, coins, you know, Pentacles, coins, money, budgeting. The Four of Pentacles usually means you're budgeting. The Fool card jumps into everything and anything. success, everything you've always wanted, everything amazing. And in this deck, the sun is this beautiful blue eyes, beautiful flower diamond, a golden frame, and all the stars in the back, so still gorgeous. And then we have all of these, Six of Swords, the moon. Let's see what else. Eight of Cups. Eight of Swords. They're like pens. It's upside down, but Page of Cups. Seven of Cups. So they're very cool designs, but you could tell how everybody just has a different, way of creating decks. And so that's like the fun part of it. Everybody's different artwork. I have another fun deck here that I use for like career readings or relationship readings. But really, again, you could use it for any reading. And this is just to figure out the occupation of the person. So, fireman, taxi, artist, lifeguard, vet, postman, coach, train conductor, hairdresser, businessman. So I would pull out a couple of these if I was doing a reading, so you could see, if that person sort of is the person you're thinking of, or you end up meeting, it's pretty cool. And this is not like a tarot deck or anything like that. I just found a teaching deck. It's like a teaching, class for students of any age, really. But I thought it was cool, and I thought it would work really great because I was looking for an occupation deck, and I really couldn't find one. This is the only thing I could find, and I love it. Okay, guys, this is the last deck. And I'm so sad because I'm having so much fun filming this video, so I'm sad that the video is coming to an end, but this is the last deck that we have today until I purchase more. And I'm ending with this one because it just might be my favorite. And you guys can let me know in the comments down below which deck was your favorite. So we are approaching Halloween in a couple months. And Disney is starting Halloween August 21st, but they've already started putting out their Halloween merch, so. But I believe the big Mickey Pumpkin drops with a crane, probably, on Main Street on August 21st, so. And Haunted Mansion will open up as this, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love the Haunted Mansion when they transform it to this. But what a creative soul, Tim Burton. I just noticed this cute little ornament here. It's adorable. It's like black and white with a purple ribbon. Okay, absolute genius, right? Anyway, when I saw this deck, I knew I had to have it. And my magic band is actually Sally. When I go into Disney, if you don't know what a magic band is, it is something you wear when you go into Disney, and you can check in with it at the front, and then it will go off in certain areas when the parade is going off or the fireworks are going off. It'll go off at little statues around the park, and the most cool thing about my Sally magic band, it has a heart on it, okay, so, and I haven't seen this on the other magic bands, but after you get off the Haunted Mansion and you're going up that ramp, where the bride is sort of telling family, and everything you want in all your goals. So let's look into the book. Let's say you wanted to know what this was, right? Alright, so like I was saying, it's basically everything you wanted in the end game, and we saw this card in the other decks. Okay, so 10 of Presents is a card of completion and wealth. It represents a happy home life, lasting success, and financial abundance. Take the 10 of Presents as a sign things are going to work out in your favor. Now, as you can see, there's a reversal, right? So, you can read the cards when they're upside down. So that would be reversed, and it would mean, basically, you could say it's the opposite, okay? So, I don't usually read reversals, okay? It's very rare if I would do something like that, but if you do want to read upright and reversed, you would sort of want to learn both, but usually it's just the opposite of the upright, sort of. That's kind of what it would be. But yeah, I don't usually read reversals. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other cards here. Page of Candles. So candles in this deck are wands, so fire energy. That's so funny. King of Candles, again, wands. So King is, the leader here. He's a leader, very strong, fiery energy, very energetic. 10 of Needles is the same thing that we saw in the other deck when I said the 10 of Swords. So, leaving behind all of your worries and things like that if you're worried about something. Two of Potions. Two of Potions is a cup, so it would be the Two of Cups. So cups are about emotions and love and things like that. So it could be about a relationship, a loving relationship. Alright, we have the Heartbreak card, 3 of Needles, 3 of Swords in a regular deck. So, you could be getting over something or someone. Something could have broken your heart, but something better is going to come along. Oh. See, there you go. Something much better is going to come along. There is the true love of Jack and Sally. So that was right on point. The Lover's card, as we saw in the other deck as well. I believe the Lover's card is Gemini energy. Yeah, it should be Gemini energy. So, there you go. Of course, the Lover's Jack and Sally. I love this card. It's so beautiful. Look at the bats in the back and the moon. Oh my god, she's holding a spider. Sally, is that a spider? Oh my god, I just noticed that. Sally, you are crazy. But look at all these fun cards. 5 of Candles. That's sort of people battling for something. She's like choking him. 6 of Candles, or 6 of Wands, it would be. Queen of Presents. And the Moon card. This is about dreams. And sort of, later bringing them to light. Look at all the cute little pumpkins. I can't wait for pumpkin season. Very cool drawing. books, the pamphlets from the other decks. So, if you're ever, wondering, even the oracles have decks, meanings, and things like that. So, if you ever want to study up on the cards that you have, you always can. And I guess I marked this one because I was separating the wands from the cups from the swords and the pentacles, so that I could just sort of hop to it. So I guess I organized it in that way. And if you need to do that, you can. So there's explanations for everything for each deck. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. And I hope that you found some cards that resonate with you. And if you found this enjoyable, let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite deck. Or which was your favorite card even. That would be kind of cool too. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you for liking and subbing and commenting. Thank you for hyping up my videos. Again, if you want to leave a comment, you just have to be subscribed. That's the way my channel is set up. I personally set it up that way. And yeah, feel free to comment and enjoy my channel. And you just have to be subscribed for an hour in order to comment. All my comments are held after that, and then I release them and respond to all of you. So, thank you so much, guys.